Hello everyone, welcome back to Angela's Craft Room. As promised, I'm come back today to just do a quick tutorial showing you how I coloured the car in this particular card that I showed you the other day using Aqua Painter and some Stampin' Up ink pads. So we'll get started. So I've stamped out the car image with StazOn jet black ink to prevent any bleeding outside of the lines, and using the Aqua Painter from Stampin' Up. So that just comes off and you'll find you've got a brush end just like a paintbrush, and in here I have some water. So to put the water in there, you simply unscrew the barrel, fill that up with water, and then you're just going to put that back on there like that. And to get the water for you when you do it the first time, you just squeeze on this part of the barrel. You don't want a lot of water coming out. Now I'd suggest you have a piece of paper toweling beside you, so if you're getting too much water out or too much ink on your brush, you just simply dab it on your towel. Okay, so the more you do it, the easier it'll get. So I need to turn my image around so I can see what I'm doing. Now I'm going to use cherry cobbler to start with. Now we just squeeze this together like that and open it up, and we've got our own little painter's palette. So just so you can see, so when you get this painter's palette, for those that don't know, just swish it around. Now if you wanted a lighter colour, you'd go into this part. If you want a strong colour, you can just dip your dry brush into the more dense colour there, but you'll get to, I just dab it off onto my paper toweling to the side. So with the car, I start at the top, and just like a paintbrush, I'm just doing little strokes. And it will get lighter and lighter, and you can go over it. So we'll just do the top of the car, round the windows, because you don't need it all to be the same depth of colour of the cherry cobbler. It gives it a bit more interest when it's different shades, as in light and shade. And with this stamp, it's very easy to colour because the artist has given you all the impressions where the dark colours should be. So you can see how much lighter now that that's become. So I would just add a little bit more. And it's just keep adding it until you're happy with it. And you can see it's not taking me very long to colour that at all. Now I'll just go back this way from this edge. I'm just going to go over that little piece there. So, you know, if you've got a few Stampin' Up ink pads, this is a great way a different way to colour your images. You can make your own colours by mixing the colours. So just add a bit more up there dark. So we'll just pop that away. Now I want to make sure that I don't have any red left on my brush because I'm going to bring in black. So just got the basic black, just squeezing in to make our palette. So we've got a bit of a palette happening there. We won't need very much of the black. So we're just going to start on the back wheel. And it doesn't, I wouldn't make it all a really dark black. I'd let it like fade. So when I first dip in the wheel, I'll start in the middle. Oh, that didn't have very much on my brush. So just bring it round, and then you can just go in the center. Like that. And we'll just do a little bit on the step here. Bit across the grill. And the lights, of course. I like to add a little bit of Winker Stella in the highlighted areas, which we'll do last. Now we're just going to go across here where the number plate is on the front of the car. So you can see how easy it is. And I'm definitely no artist, so it's very easy to colour with your Aqua Painters and your brush. Just take your time doing it, so you don't go outside the image lines. So I'm just going to wipe that off and just grab my cherry cobbler again, as I did make the other one red. I most probably should have made it black, but that's alright. I'm just going to make them a deeper red. And another thing you can do, like once you've, I'm not going to do it with this image, but you can clear it, once you've finished colouring it, stamp it all over with your Versamark ink pad, and then sprinkle your clear embossing powder on and heat set it, and it just brings it up to show a really lovely shine. So we'll just do this one over here. Like that. Might just go, there's a very fine line along there. Just going to I might just go up where the windows are, just like those to be a bit deeper in colour. These ones here are pretty black already where they've stamped, so Don't really have to worry too much about that. Okay, so then just wipe that off. I can see I didn't finish doing the grill in the black, so I'm just going to go around the grill like that, very quickly, nothing fantastic about that. And if you wanted to highlight some areas a bit further, you just keep going in with your palette and your Aqua Painter until you're happy. Just highlight that where the number plate is, and the other side, and just blend it out. And then last of all, I'm going to bring in some Pear Pizzazz, because I'm going to put a little bit of grass underneath the car. So I'll just wipe that black off, make sure the black's gone. Go into my Pear Pizzazz. Just go on the black bit first and then just bring it up, so you're not going full colour. Now I'm just going to go under that wheel there. So I just wanted to show you how I did colour the car. So there's no need for expensive markers. You can achieve quite a lot with your Aqua Painter and your ink pads. Just go a little bit up there, bit of grass up there. And then lastly, if you wanted to, you just take your Wink of Stella, and I just highlight areas. So I normally just do the lights. And there's a little light mirror there. I usually just put a little bit on there. And then it's up to you where you want to, if you want to highlight any other areas. You can go where it's really stamped quite dark on the black areas. So that's showing you the light and shade. A little bit of black there. And if you wanted to, you can put rhinestones on the headlights. I'm not going to do it this time because I'm going to use this image on a card. So that's as easy as that, is how I colour the car. So just bring you in a little bit so you can see. There we go. So as I said, if you want to clear emboss it, all you do is take your Versamark ink pad, and I would just stamp all over that now, and then put my clear embossing powder on that, and using your heat tool to set it. So it gives it a very glossy image. But I hope you enjoy that technique that I've just shared with you today. And until next time, thank you for watching, and I really appreciate you subscribing to my channel. Thank you. See you later. Bye.